Hello students, in last lecture we completed this sum up to the standard deviation value, that is 0.3730. Now see how to find the square root of 0.1392 to get the corresponding answer. See, calculation is here. We will consider this value as x. So let x is equal to square root of 0.1392. Now taking log on both sides, so we will get log x is equal to log of under root 0.1392. Now the square root we can write as bracket raised to 1 by 2. So log x is equal to log of this term bracket raised to 1 by 2. But we know the law of exponent, that is raised to term we can write before log. So log x is equal to 1 by 2 into log of 0.1392. Now while finding the log, everyone know how to calculate the mantissa and characteristics. So log x is equal to half into, since 0 is given here, so we will write 1 bar point. By using log table you will get the value as 1436. Now we need to divide this term by 2. But since 1 bar is present, we cannot divide this 1 bar by 2. So first we will convert this 1 bar in terms of 2 bar so that the value will remains the same. So log x is equal to 1 by 2. This 1 bar we can write as 2 bar plus 1. So the same term we will write as 2 bar plus 1, 2 bar plus 1.1436. Now we can divide the term by 2. So log x is equal to, after dividing we will get 1 bar plus 0.5718. Now adding we will get 1 bar 0.5718. But this is the value of log x and we require only x. Therefore x is equal to antilog of 1 bar 0.5718. So by using antilog table we will get x is equal to 0.3730, and this is nothing but the corresponding value of under root of 0.1392, that is the value of standard deviation. Now let's consider one more question. Question number 2, that is let x denotes the sum of numbers obtained when two fair dice are rolled. Find the standard deviation of x. Now even though in this question standard deviation is asked, first we need to find the expected value, because we require the expected value while finding the variance of x, and we require the variance of x while finding the standard deviation. So again we will consider the same procedure to find the standard deviation of x. Now since here two fair dice are thrown, the sample space will be 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Similarly up to 6 6. Everyone know how to write the sample space when two fair dice are thrown. Now here total number of elements, means total number of pairs present in the sample space is equal to 36. So n of s is equal to 36. Now x denotes the sum of numbers obtained on the uppermost face. Now if we consider the first order pair, then adding these two terms we will get 2. So the minimum addition is 2, and if we add this last pair, then 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. That means maximum addition is equal to 12. Means we are going to consider the values of x from 2 to 12. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. For every value of x we will find the corresponding probability. So starting from x is equal to 2, while finding the probability, first we will find the required pair. So only one pair is present for getting the addition is equal to 2. So probability is equal to 1 upon 36. Means the number of elements present in the sample space that we will write here in the denominator. So probability for x is equal to 3. Now again from the sample space we will find the pair for which we are getting the addition is equal to 3. So we are getting two pairs, 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 1. So since we are getting two pairs, the probability will be 2 upon 36. Similarly, the probability for x is equal to 4. We will find the order pair for which we are getting addition is equal to 4. So here we have three options, that is 1 comma 3, 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 1. So since we are getting three pairs, the probability will be 3 upon 36. So similarly we will find the probability for x is equal to 5, that is 4 upon 36. For x is equal to 6, that is 5 upon 36. For x is equal to 7, that is 6 upon 36. For x is equal to 8, that is 5 upon 36. Then for x is equal to 9, that is 4 upon 36. For x is equal to 10, that is 3 upon 36. For x is equal to 11, 2 upon 36. And the last value of x, that is x is equal to 12, we are getting only one pair, that is 6 comma 6, and therefore the probability is 1 upon 36. Now these all values of x and p of x we can write in the form of table. So while writing the probability distribution table, here we will write the values of x and below that the probability of x. So that will be easy while finding the corresponding expected value. So the formula for expected value we know, summation I going from 1 to n xi into pi, that is value of x into corresponding value of probability. So here we will simplify by considering 2 into 1 upon 36 plus 3 into 2 upon 36 plus 4 into 3 upon 36 plus 5 into 4 upon 36 plus 6 into 5 upon 36 plus 7 into 6 upon 36 plus 8 into 5 upon 36 plus 9 into 4 upon 36 plus 10 into 3 upon 36 plus 11 into 2 upon 36 plus 12 into 1 upon 36. Now we will calculate the numerator because everywhere denominator is same, that is 36, and adding all the terms of numerator we will get 252 upon 36. Now we can divide 252 by 36 and the answer is 7. This is nothing but the value of e of x, that is expected value. We can say that mean. Now variance of x, again we will write the formula and same formula in terms of expected value and e of x square. Now here first we need to find the corresponding expected value, that is e of x square. So every time we will write the value of x in terms of square into corresponding value of probability. So 2 square into 1 upon 36 plus 3 square into 2 upon 36 plus 4 square into 3 upon 36 plus 5 square into 4 upon 36 plus 6 square into 5 upon 36 plus 7 square into 6 upon 36 plus 8 square into 5 upon 36. Similarly, the remaining terms we will write, and as the denominator is same, that is 36, adding all the terms of numerator we will get 1974 upon 36. Now if we divide these terms, then we will get 54.83. Now this is just the value of e of x square. Now substituting the value in the formula of variance, we will get e of x square minus e of x the whole square, that is 54.83 minus 7 square. As we know 7 is the corresponding value of expected. So 7 square is 49. Now if we subtract 54.83 minus 49, then we will get 5.83, and this is nothing but the corresponding value of variance. Now as we have asked to find the standard deviation is denoted by sigma x and it is given by variance of x. So square root of variance of x, that is square root of 5.83. Now in previous sum I already told you how to find the square root of the given term by using log and antilog. So here also you can calculate this by using log table and check whether you are getting the answer as 2.4145, and this is the value of standard deviation. Thank you students.